everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this is the fourth day of this English speaking channel. So we are over here to talk on some new vocab as we used to talk. We used to convey and we had a lot of things over there, and in the same way we're talking over here. So would you like to convoke with other people? Whatever with the relevant person which is matters, you must have to convoke for the better what for the betterment of that matters or whatever is behind. We don't know anything about that topic, but once we have to we thinking about convoke, then we will have something precious and exciting, really proper and appropriate result through if you come to convo with the people, with the relevant and anyone with whom you have really like that kind of suspicious what things he has or they have, we don't care about that things, but you have to care. And in the same way we have to we have to convoke. So if you are in the process of being a but knowledgeable person, in that case you have to convoke with the with the expert and the person who is excellent at anything, like even what in through the uh, way of understanding and teaching. So that's it. So sometimes you come to contravene anyone's uh, principle laws, what kind of things you will feel after convincing even a little bit thing. Don't you feel like it's really how uh, 30 years or how perilous if you are actually considering all the things in this way, then this is not the good things, guys. So you have to it is better not to contravene anyone's rule. We have to follow the rules. If that is not applicable and like that is out of the reality, so it is like a satire towards something, in that case we have to go against that rule, and we can just simply contravene that things. Otherwise we don't have to do anything except that thing. So what do you have to do at this time? So I want to say you that don't ever conjecture anything. So if you come to conjecture, then what sometimes that can be complete, and that might be like not proper for the matter whatever is ahead of you, that whatever you want to terminate and you want to be get rid of from that kind of things and activities, but you are not able to get from that things. So sometimes you come to disseminate even a little bit things, but we mustn't have to disseminate. So if we come to disseminate, then we feel like we haven't done anything, but even in that case we must have done a little bit thing, but we don't know. So in that case, just stay calm, positive, and not be, you don't need to be offensive person. And so keep meditating, and that will be your therapy, and that's it. So sometimes it is better to distribute uh, something. If something is really wrong, we have to correct that. If we don't come to dispute that things, that will affect a lot, and that's impact will spread among all the people, so that's won't be better. So it is better to know the what many of that things at this present time, and we have to go ahead with this positive flow and accept this all are just myth, and keep focusing on your career, man. Accept this, there's nothing in the reality. So be a good speaker and a communicator. Only in that case what uh, you can be a better fluent speaker. Sometimes you come to, have you ever seen a person who would like to divest your positions and rights? You must have. Even we're talking about your colleagues and companions, they will like to divest. But what do you have to do is stay calm and let them divest whatever they would like to do with you. But you will always say that the karma will give return. Karma will will be written, in the life, and that's it. So some even people are come to say ahead of you by saying this is chimerical things, or you have to keep it a candle sign, so it's a candle sign things, but it is not so mysterious or something like that. We have our journey has to be so cautionary. If that is not, in that case we will fall into the depression or anxiousness or overthinking, and that overthinking will lead us towards negativity, and where we actually don't want to be. So that's a process, and we have to get it up from all these things. Only in that case we can able to become that person. So I want to recommend to all the people whoever is ahead of us and behind us, so keep go ahead, man. Only in that case, what it even it's a anxious things for you or for other people, but it is really a big deal, because you are actually in the process of learning a lot of things over here. And no matter what other people think about you, but one thing you have to remember, that no one is behind you, and nobody is ahead of you except you yourself. So always believing in yourself, and never ever feel like, you don't need to obfuscate on anyone's what successful and prosperous achievements. But uh, if anyone comes to obfuscate on your what achievements or that kind of they would like to congratulate on in this way. So this is not a good deal. So this is really bad things against you. And even in that case, you can't do anything. And even you could say a little bit thing, but you mustn't have to see, there mustn't has to be came out even a little bit, a few words from your mouth, because if you come to say, then you can you people will come to treat you as in the same way as that person started talking to you. So in that way, I want to recommend you that what only one thing I want to say you, that don't ever discombobulate anyone. If you come to discombobulate anyone, in that case, that person actually feel like the environment can't be comfortable for that person, and he can't what adjust himself in that environment. He comes to, and mentally that person's anxiousness escalate. So what we have to do, well, we mustn't have to discombobulate anyone. And if he has that kind of what he's actually fallen in a hog and ambiguous way, in that case we must have to help and aid that person to uh, go and to move ahead towards validity and towards his goal. So this is all we are learning over here. This is not only the class, guys, and the whatever only the words. We have to we just simply amplify all these things into reality, and then we can able to go ahead. And that's our vision and the strategy we have to amplify in real life. So escalating all these things is not just normal, but with over time we can able to go ahead, because we know what we are doing over here. If you don't think, if you come to what like you are disassemble your whatever is within you, so sometimes it is better, because everyone are here reckless and breathless, and who cares about your feelings, man. So always be the so always stay in the so keep staying that person who is so masculine. Masculinity has to be within a person. And if a person is masculine and so confident in even physically and mentally, in that case people will come to meet you and convoke with you. So let them neglect those people, man, by saying you haven't time, you have a lot of work over here, and then not over here, somewhere there can be, somehow you have to manage them and convince them not to stay with them for a long time. If you come to stay with them for a long time, they will feel like, what a tedious person is this, and it's so hideous, and I don't want to stay with this person anymore. And these kinds of perspectives and perception, you come to the heart from even from their own mouth. So they are not backbiting, they come to say ahead of you. So it is better, uh, instead of let them say we have to go ahead, and we mustn't have to what emasculate their strength, whatever they have, powers or to on anything. But we're over here to be masculine, confident and mature, understanding spiritual person. So we are actually what directing the people towards positivity, towards their prosperous and successful journey. And only in that case we can able to get our journey. So somehow people are falling and they are still judging themselves. What is this nonsense? As if a person comes to judge and overjudge himself, then only in that neither you will get success and not the growth. So instead you will fall in trouble, and it is like falling into and staying in a loop. So you feel like I'm going ahead, and then so and start you come to start that of and start